What's up, everybody, man? Welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, my name is JR, and I did 10 years in the Georgia Department of Correction, man. And I share prison stories. I let y'all know what's going on while I was behind the walls. Now, this story today, man, this was a crazy one. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Brace yourself. Get ready for this one. It's a wild one, man. So I'm down there at Smith, bro, down there on the south side, G building. And like I was telling y'all, bro, when I first got down there, this place is infested, you know what I'm saying, with guys on the dirt bike, bro. Folks popping wheelies all over the dorm. And when for the dirt bike, for the ones that do understand me, I'm talking about the cream. You know what I'm saying? For the one that don't understand that, I'm talking about guys playing their nose with that crystal stuff. That stuff look like glass. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Some is smoking it and some is crushing it down. They usually use the locks, bro. Those combination locks. They'll put those little crystals between the paper and they'll crush them down real good. Crush them down, crush them down. Some of them don't care, bro. They'll do it right in front of you. And then you got the ones who be sneaking and geeking. You know what I'm saying? It might be your homeboy, bro. It might be your homeboy. Sometimes you be like, damn, man, this dude be acting weird sometimes, man. I wonder if he on that stuff. But you be like, nah, I don't never see him. He don't never wig out. He don't never do this. He don't never do that. But pay close attention, bro. Sometimes you see him, he be up for days. You be like, okay, bro, sneaking and geeking. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, to each his own. Every man have their own path in life. Every man do what they want to do. But this stuff is crazy, crazy wild, bro. But it was one guy in particular, bro. A guy named Larry, bro. Larry in particular, bro. Larry will have wig sessions. You know what I'm saying? This man be wigging out. And let me tell y'all something, man. When you down there on that south side, bro, the police, they don't really care about you like that, bro. Police in the dorm, bro. You have officers that will walk around and stuff like that. You know, they always short staffed, bro. When they supposed to have 3 officers, they might have 1. It might not be no officer on the floor, bro. It might be 1 officer in that booth, bro. And guess what? That 1 officer cannot leave the control center, cannot leave that booth. So if something going on in the dorm, they can't do nothing. The most they could do is get on the radio, bro. They don't have no officer on the floor. This man, Larry, stay wigging, bro. Stay wigging. Larry, he was GD. You know what I'm saying? They call that boy Larry G. You know what I'm saying? And people was telling me that Larry G used to be up, bro. Up in chain gang, bro. He just got on that stuff and pretty much took a great fall, bro. And he, like I said, wigging out, bro. I remember one time the man done climbed the pole. They got these poles that go straight up to the roof, bro. It's like 2 of them in the dorm, bro. This man done climbed. I'm sure y'all probably seen videos. Y'all seen them. This man done climbed the pole, bro, all the way to the top. I come out the room the morning, you know what I'm saying? Getting ready, wake up, you know what I'm saying? Said my word of prayer, coming out, seeing what's going on in the dorm. First thing I see when I bust out my door is this man all the way up here. People telling like, hey, G, get down, man. Come on, folk. Get down, folk. I'm looking like, bro, how did you get up here, bro? Are you the human Spider-Man or something, bro? There's no way possible you just climbed up there like that. Geeked out his mind, bro. Going off that dirt bike. Popping wheelies everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, the GDs had done convincing him to come down or whatever. He came down or whatever. And they pretty much kind of locked him in the room, bro. Till he got off his little wig session, bro. But that wasn't it for Larry G, man. Larry G was back at it the next day, bro. This man done packed his old stuff, bro. Put it by the door. Yeah, wigging again, bro. And mind you, bro, in this dorm, bro, it was endless supply of this stuff, bro. Folks was giving it away. For a small hustler like me in that dorm, I couldn't do nothing, man. I couldn't make no money or nothing in that dorm, bro. Cause guys is getting more than what I'm buying to sell. They getting it for free. Guys will get a 7. I remember it was one white dude in dorm, bro. He cleaned the dorm up. They call him Krenak. That was his name, bro. Krenak Chris. That was his name. White dude. No teeth in his mouth or nothing like that. Krenak Chris will clean people room up, especially Hispanics and stuff, bro. Clean they stuff up. Man, when that stuff come in, Krenak Chris might have him a half a zip of that stuff, bro. I'm not even reading up with that. So it's hard for me to hustle in here, bro. But like I said, that boy Larry G, bro, had all this stuff by the door. So anyways, bro, I end up going to the hole, bro. I end up going to the hole on some BS. I'm in the hole. I go to the hole. Like I say, it's fairly new for me, bro. And they had me in the room with this little white dude. I think I told y'all this before, bro. He be having little mice and stuff come in the room. It's always mice and stuff running around in the dorms, bro. You know what I'm saying? The place is nasty, filthy, especially when you go to the hole. It's just like a regular dorm, but it's just designated for the hole. It's called segregation. You know what I'm saying? It's just designated. Everything is old in there. They don't paint the rooms in there. The walls are chipped. The lights are busted. Wires coming out the light. Toilets are broken. Water might be seeping out the toilets. Mirrors might be cracked. Door jammed up, looking crazy. Everything just look crazy in the hole, bro. Just look different. You know you're somewhere else in the prison when you go there, bro. And like I said, it was a couple Jamaican guys in the hole at the time. You had some of them on the TIR program. I used to talk to them through the back window and stuff like that, bro. But boom, when I was in the hole, bro, I'm messing with that dude MT. Now MT was a Jamaican dude I met. I'm sure I shared a story about MT, about him getting hit in the face and getting his hand broken and stuff like that by one of his fellow blood brothers, bro. No loyalty there, bro, at all. So when I was in there, bro, I ended up seeing that boy Larry. One day I was, standing at the door. That's one thing you're gonna do when you're in there, bro. You gonna stand at the door, you might look. You might just looking outside, bro. Sometimes you be looking outside, the guys might just be fishing. You know what I'm saying? And when I say the guys be fishing, that's how guys get stuff from room to room, bro. Mind you, a guy down there at the end of the dorm might need something. He might be buying something from a guy all the way down here upstairs. And I promise you, bro, he gonna get it, bro. These guys be fishing, bro. You gonna see lines going right here, lines going right here. Look like a big old spider web in the dorm, bro. Man, them folks get anything, bro. real talented folks in there, bro. You be amazed sitting down and think about like how you think about this stuff, like how you come up with this. Like it was one guy in particular named Slim, bro. He was the mastermind behind all this fishing stuff, bro. Anybody want anything, bro? They'll call Slim. Hey, Slim. Slim might be asleep. Guess what? Once they tell Slim, boy, I got you 2 suits, boy, go ahead and fish that for me. Somebody might be trying to get the phone and use it, you know what I'm saying? Somebody might try to get a cash app, go ahead and buy some Krenak or whatever. And this was the thing with Larry, bro. Larry used to always call on Slim to holler at the mans down there who got it. And guess who used to work orderly in the hole at this time? Detroit, bro. This was where I first met Detroit or had some type of interaction with Detroit. Detroit was the orderly in the hole at the time, bro. And one thing about Detroit, that was his money move. That was his hustle. Anybody that been a chain gang and know that if you got a detail in the hole, bro, you could really get your money up, bro, because you constantly moving stuff for people, bro. You charging people to move stuff for them, or you could bring your own product back there and get it off, bro. Just like that. It's that easy. In Detroit, that's what he was doing, bro. That boy come back there to the hole every day, boy. Clean. Pressed up, man. Pressed up, creased up, sneakers on, come back there. He's like, look, man, I ain't with all that foolery today. He'll tell him, you know, you got guys who be doing all type of stuff, bro. Throwing food on the door, doing all that type of crap. So he be like, man, listen here, man, I ain't with all that foolery, man. But one thing about Detroit used to always check for Larry G, bro. You know what I'm saying? Whenever Detroit come in there, he gonna be like, say, Larry. Say, folk, what's up, folk? You good? You know what I'm saying? You good, folk? You know what I'm saying? He go on there and check on him, and that was one of his main mans as far as getting that stuff to him. You know what I'm saying? Detroit used to be selling Larry that stuff, and Larry stayed on it, bro. Even in the room, geeked out his mind, bro. Sometimes you hear this man just beating on the door all times of night, bro. Boom, 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 boom. You hear people telling, hey, man, hey, Larry, shut up, bro. We trying to go to sleep, bro. Everybody in the hole know Larry, bro. Everybody knows Larry, bro. So anyways, one day, bro, I'm casually at my door again, standing up. Mind this time my roommate been gone, bro. I see they bringing a white dude in the hole. They bring 2 white dudes in the hole. So I'm like, dang, man, I'm finna get a roommate, man. Boom. One walk upstairs, and one walks right down there. So I'm like, damn, where he going? I'm like, okay, I'm glad I ain't getting no roommate. But when I look, he's going over there by Larry's room. You know what I'm saying? But I heard another white dude beside me. He's like, say, Sam. He was saying, Sam, what's up? Boom. And Sam was like, hey, what's up, man? He's like, man, what you came to the hole for, man? He's like, man, some BS, man. They found some of that stuff in my room, man. They found some of that Krenak. Yeah, that dirt bike. it was a shakedown, and Sam got caught with some dirt bike. That's how he ended up in the box. You know what I'm saying? So his homeboy is talking like, damn, man, ain't no way, man. So when his homeboy seen where he was going, he's like, man, say, officer, man, don't put him in there, man. That man, they're crazy, man. That man stay tripping, man. That man be kicking on the door all night. Whoop, whoop, whoop. The officer was like, man, I don't want to hear that. This is the room he's assigned. This is the room he's going into. So the dude beside me, he was telling Sam, he's like, Sam, Buck, belt, man. He's like, man, Buck, man, don't go in there, man. Home be tripping. He be wigging out or whatever like that. Sam was like, man, it's cool, man. It's cool. I'm going in there, man. It's cool. So I guess Sam went in there, bro. And I could hear Buddy in his room talking to his roommate because, you know, the vents are connected, bro. The heater vents that run along the back of the room, those are connected. So when you in your room and you hear people talk, if they're not far from you, like right beside you, on both sides beside you, it's like somebody talking on a speakerphone. Especially the dude was in there talking to his roommate, and he was like, man, I don't know why Sam went in there, man. He should have bucked that room, man. He's like, man, Larry be wigging, man. Home be wigging out, man. He be tripping, bro. I'm telling you, bro. They gonna end up getting into it. You know what I'm saying? And then his roommate was like, man, they probably be alright anyways, bro, because both of them just like to get geeked up. Both of them just like to get geeked up. So I was like, boom. Both of them like to get geeked up. Anyways, bro, that night you ain't hear nothing from Larry. You know what I'm saying? No type of noise or nothing, no door kicking or nothing coming from over there. Boom. Next day, boom. Seen that boy Detroit come in there. You know, he's stepping when he come in there. Boom. Say, G. You know what I'm saying? You heard Larry, what's up, folk? What's up? You got me? That's the first thing he asks, man. You got me? You got me? Detroit, like, yeah, bro, I got you, man. Hold on, man. Hold on real quick. You know, 12 on the floor with me, man. 12 on the floor. Detroit was really letting people know that 12 was on the floor while he telling Larry, don't say too much while you talking to me because 12 is beside me. He also said 12 is on the floor to let everybody know who got something going on. Guys might be on their phone. Guys might be smoking. Guys might just be doing whatever, bro. He letting it know that 12 is on the floor. So he's like, hold on, folk. I'm going to pull up on you. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, the officer that was working, he was real cool that day. So, you know, Detroit could have taught to move how he want to move. Sometimes you got some monkey officers work the hole, bro. They don't even want Detroit to move around the dorm, bro. You know what I'm saying? If he go to the door and try to collect something for somebody, like a magazine, you know, guys always reading stuff in the hole, bro. You know, everything you gonna read, bro. When you in the hole, bro, you might read the labels on the deodorant. I done did it before, bro. No joke. You reading everything because you're so bored in there at times, bro. You playing all type of stuff, bro. You might draw a tic-tac-toe game playing it by yourself. That's how wild and boring it might get sometimes, bro. You're gonna find anything to do to occupy your time. So anyways, bro, when the police left, boom, Detroit came down there. And he like, man, what's up, G? He went to looking in the door just like this. Boom, I'm standing over there by my door. He like, what's up, G? He's like, damn, you got a bunk mate? You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, man, I got a bunk mate last night, man. You know what I'm saying? Sam, all right. Sam, all right. Man, what's up, man? Goddamn, Sam trying to get some of that stuff, man. So, Detroit was like, man, I got your folk. I got your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Your folks that done goddamn sent that to me. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, yeah, okay. But my bunk mate, man, my bunk mate wants something, man. Bumpmate wants something. He just went, and when he's saying that, it's like he's like excited. He kept saying it, and Detroit was like, calm down, folk. He's like, man, I heard you the first time, folk. Calm down, man. Calm down. I got some more stuff to do, man. I got some more deliveries to do. And Detroit, he wasn't making his movements, wasn't doing his rounds, bro. Dropping off what he dropping off. You know what I'm saying? Collecting what he collecting. Like I said, this is what he do. He moves stuff for people. You got players in the hole, bro. Guys who are real playmakers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Who getting their drops on compound. And guess who's moving it around? Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Because he was well respected by officers and fellow inmates on the compound, bro. Well respected, bro. So, you know, move around, doing all his rounds and stuff. Boom. When he came back down now, Detroit came back down. I heard Detroit saying, Detroit was like, man, hey, Larry, man, you know you ain't supposed to have no roommate, man. You be goddamn wigging out anyways, man. I hope you don't do nothing to that boy in there, man. He's like, nah, folk. You know, I ain't like that, folk. Detroit was like, bro. Detroit was like, man, come on, Larry, man. I know you, bro. Me and you was in another camp. What you did to your last roommate at the last camp? You know what I'm saying? Larry was like, man, he was tripping, bro. He was tripping, man. He was tripping, man. I had to put it on him, man. He was tripping. So that's when I heard the white dude next door to me. He was like, man, I told Sam, man, because I guess he listened to the conversation as well. And he went to talking to his roommate. So now I'm listening to two conversations. One ear is cocked this way, one ear is cocked the other way. I'm listening to Detroit, I'm listening to him, but I'm more paying attention to what this white dude has to say. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, I told him, man. I told Sam not to go in there, man. I told you that man be wigging, man. I've been on compound with him, bro. He stay going to the hole, stay wigging out on the police, stay pulling out tools in the dorm and all type of stuff. Now, I ain't never seen Larry pull out no tool as far as wigging out. Remember, I told you, I see him climb that pole. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he popped the wheelie on that dirt bike, went straight up that pole, bro. That's one of the craziest things I ever seen in Chain Gang, bro, as far as somebody wigging out. But I didn't see him as the violent type of person, bro. But like I said, these guys know him from different dorms, and Detroit know him from a different camp, because Detroit said, remember what you did to your roommate at the last camp. And then Larry was like I said, he was saying he was tripping or whatever like that. So the white dude was like, man, I told Sam not to go in the room. But that was pretty much over with, man. So Larry was like, nah, man, he good, man. Me and Buddy be goddamn, you know, we be doing our thing, man. So I told you he needs something right now. So that's when Detroit went to the room. He's like, man, what's up, man? What your name is? You know, Detroit, man, always pressing somebody. He just talking to you casual, but he trying to press you with the same sense. He's like, man, what your name is? So dude was like, man, Sam. He's like, Sam. He's like, all right, man, what you want? So Sam, I guess Sam told him, he was like, 50. Boop, boop, boop. They went to doing a deal or whatever like that. He's like, man, you have to send that first, man. I don't know you like that. Boop, boop, boop. So that's when Sam was like, man, I need to get on the phone. Boom. Detroit went working his move. You know what I'm saying? It's Jackson here, man. His phone's in the hole. You know what I'm saying? He's like, hold on real quick. Let me go holler at somebody real quick. Boom. You know what I'm saying? But knowing Detroit, he used to bring his own phone to the hole, bro. You know what I'm saying? He would bring it to mess with his folks, and that was a part of his hustle. He wanted to make sure that he get his money, so he traveled with the phone. You know what I'm saying? Anybody needs something, you might need some of that Al Green, you might need some of that CI for the ones who want the Krenak. You know what I'm saying? You can't get in touch with your folks. You might want a store bag. That man, an all-around hustler. He gonna make sure you get it. So guess what he do? Boom, hold on a real second. He went down somewhere, boom, came back. Boom, you know what I'm saying? Hey, handle that real quick. I guess Buddy handled that real quick, bro. Boom. Money hit the line. He like this. Boom. The first thing Detroit said, man, y'all boys don't get too high in there, man. Y'all boys don't get geeked up or nothing like that. Man, listen here, man. After all that, the Detroit and them left, went back to the dorm. Detail was over with. By that night, bro, all you heard that boy Larry kicking on the door again. Boom, boom, boom. They over there making a whole bunch of noise. I'm like, these folks over there like some real live rock stars, bro. Over there geeked out their mind, bro. Like they at a heavy metal concert. Just kicking the door, beating the bunk. You could tell when they beat the bunk, that thin metal on the bunk. Boom, boom, boom. So you now casually, you had guys in the dorm telling, man, shut up, man. Shut up, shut up, shut up. And you heard the white dude over there. He's like, man, I know Sam, man. Sam get geeked up, and when he get geeked up and he wearing somebody that's on the BS, he'll get on the BS just like that. Boom. That was that for the night, bro. Boom. Couple days go by, you ain't really heard nothing from Sam and Larry, man. They pretty much chill. Detroit come in, he'll check on them and stuff like that and do the regular procedure. Boom. These boys buying stuff every day though, bro. If not every day, every other day, bro. I'm like, how do y'all survive on this stuff, bro? How do y'all survive on this stuff, bro? That's a crazy, crazy stuff, bro. But they in there and they own it, bro. They own it, they own it. And guess what? These guys ain't even eating, bro. I remember the officer looked in the room, bro, and the officer was like, why y'all got all them trays in there? Why ain't no trays coming out? Because guess what? Larry was bucking the flap when they was feeding. You know, them guys be bucking the flap. Put the food through, they put their hands in there. We ain't locking, we ain't take your hands out. I ain't taking my hands out. So most officers would just get fed up and they just leave you alone. So they be talking through the flat. But one officer came that evening, bro, when they was doing dinner. He was like, man, why y'all got all them trays in there? Bro, when them folks opened the door, bro, as a matter of fact, it was Detroit that he told to take the trays out the orderly. Because he had to cuff them up. He had them cuffed up and everything, bro. When he opened that door, bro, it was trays stacked this high, bro. Stacked this high, bro, with food in them, bro. Nasty for days. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, bro. Trays, bro. They get so geeked up, they don't eat. When they get on that cream, bro, that dirt bike, they don't eat like that, bro. They just binging on that stuff, bro. So the officer's like, man, y'all nasty, man. He said, man, look in the room. The room stink, all that type of stuff. So he heard Detroit. Detroit was like, come on, G. I do better, G. Come on, folk. Can't be doing this, man. You been doing this too long, bro. You been doing time too long, G. Ain't no way, man. So, bro, it was so funny, bro, because I'm looking over there and looking at all these trays, and all you could think about is mold and all that type of stuff on the trays. And I'm thinking about, bro, these are the same trays that everybody get fed on, bro. Bro, listen, bro, I done seen guys feces, bro. Like feces on they self, feces on the tray, and these are the same tray they bring back to the kitchen, bro, and wash them and feed everybody in. That's why I tell people, man, the stuff that go on behind the walls, bro, it is not right, bro. It's not just the regular stuff as far as violent or people getting unalive or people doing this or people doing that. It be little things like that, bro. Imagine you eating out of a tray. You don't know what's been on that tray, bro. Guys be discharging, rubbing feces, all that type of stuff on these trays, and these are the same trays, like I said earlier, bro, they wash and they feed everybody on, bro. So that would just change your mind from everything, bro. That was really what was going through my head at that time while I'm looking. I'm like, damn, I might get one of them trays tomorrow, bro, with my food on it. I might get one of them. So Detroit was like, come on, folk, you gotta do better than that, man. This a rookie move right here, folk. So he's like, man, he was standing out there in handcuffs. He's like, yeah, G, for real, G, for real. That's all he kept saying, for real, G, for real. This dude, Sam, he was just over there looking like this, hand on the wall, looking real stupid. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, look at him. He geeked out his mind, bro. Boom. Anyway, bro, officer took the trays out, all that type of stuff. After that, bro, you just heard him arguing in the room. They just arguing, bro. I don't know how that argument started or whatever like that. This went arguing, and the white dude beside me, he went to calling Sam. He like, say Sam. He's like, man, leave it alone, man. Leave it alone, man. Don't argue, man. Don't argue, man. And that's when the white dude, he went to beat on the door to the officer. Boom, boom, boom. Say officer, because the officer was doing his rounds. As a matter of fact, it was an officer that came on for that night shift, was doing their rounds. And the white dude was telling like, hey, man, my buddy over there in that room, man, he need to move him, man. He ain't comfortable over there, man. He ain't comfortable over there. When the officer went round, bro, and doing his rounds, and he reached around the Sam room, and he was asking the white dude, he waved. He was like, he pointed at the room. He's like, yeah. And the officer asked the dude, bro, he knocked on the door. He's like, hey, you comfortable in here? And I guess Sam was like, yeah, I'm good, man. Ain't nothing, man. We just had some real words real quick, buddy. We good. So the officer was like, you heard him. He said he good. So the white dude, I could hear him in the room. He's like, man, I'm telling you, man, I don't feel right about this, bro. I don't feel right about this. And I was like, damn, man, I hope nothing don't happen to Sam, bro. Listen, bro, later on that night, you heard them arguing again, and they was arguing, bro, while the police was in there. Bro, I don't know what they was arguing about, bro. I don't know if it was about the dirt bike or anything like that, bro. But all I heard was, Larry, man, you about to go, man. You better go. You better go. You better go. He kept saying that, bro. Kept kicking the door. But like I said, these officers who work the whole, bro, they know how this man is, bro. So they pretty much don't pay him no attention or pay him no mind. But in the same sense, if they know how this guy is, bro, why did you put somebody in the room with him? This man need to be in the room by himself, bro. So when the officer was going around and they arguing again, the officer was like, hey, man, y'all need to chill out, man. I'm going to call the LT on y'all. Call Lieutenant down on y'all, man. And that's what Larry was like, man, we good, man. We good, man. And the officer specifically asked Sam again, like, hey, man, you good? Sam was like, yeah, we good, man. We good. So the officer went on again, bro. Officer went on again doing his thing or whatever, bro. Later, I'm in the room by myself, bro. So like I said, all I be doing is reading little books, little magazines and stuff like that. Or I might just be doing push-ups, bro. 12 o'clock in the night, I just get up doing push-ups and stuff like that. When you're in that hole, bro, you're in that dark place. You get time to think. You know what I'm saying? You get time to collect your thoughts, and you get time to face yourself. A lot of people are scared to face themselves. You gotta face yourself, bro. You gotta come to the reality, like, man, what's going on, man? You know what I'm saying? I gotta do better. I gotta change. I gotta do all this. It's like a reality check for you, bro. You in that dark room, bro. You feeling like the walls talking to you, like that boy Kevin Gates say to you, bro. The walls are closing in at times to the point you feel like your head about to explode. That's just how it is, bro. And guess what, bro? Later on that night, all I heard was somebody screaming. Now, I'm halfway asleep, bro. So I ain't really just pick it up like that. I heard like slight scream, bro. Somebody screaming. So I'm like, I get up, I'm looking out, but I can't hear nothing, but I could tell the sounds are coming from over there by where Larry's room was, bro. And next thing I heard was the door beside me kicking, like it was kicking off the hinges. Boom, boom. He was like, man, everybody kick their door, man. Y'all get the police, man. Something happening over there, man. He went to calling Sam. Say, Sam. Say, Sam. He went to kicking the door. Boom, boom, boom. Then a couple more people went to kicking the door, bro. Like I said, down the whole dorm pretty much up, bro. You know what I'm saying? The screaming kind of stopped. You know what I'm saying? It lasted probably about 45 seconds, bro. Then it stopped. But the white dude beside me, he kept kicking the door, bro. Just like other few people. Now, sometimes in chain gang, bro, some guys don't even know the reason for kicking the door, bro. They just kick it because they hear everybody kicking it. They just want to be on the BS. Especially a lot of them YNs, bro. They just want to know that they're causing some type of problems. A lot of people, they want to kicking it. Boom, 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 boom. Listen, bro, when the officer came in there, bro, the white dude beside me, I ain't gonna lie, bro, he was loud. That man was up on the door. Say, officer, check that room over there, man. Check that room over there. So the officer, he kind of stood at the door because I'm at the corner of my window. The windows are probably like this, bro, like this. The officer was like, you know, I'm cut the corner looking. I could see part of the officer. He's like, anyways, bro, he walked down, bro. Now he heard all the doors kicking. He walked down to right next door to me where the white dude was. And he was like, man, check that room over there, man. Check that room over there. You was talking to them folks earlier, man. When the officer went over there, bro, and flashed that light in there, bro, that man looked back like this and just went on the radio, 1010, 1010 in H building, 1010 in H building. So I'm like, what the heck just happened over there, bro? Next thing you know, it's a whole bunch of officers, bro, coming down there, bro. This white dude beside me, he's still kicking the door. He in the room going crazy. He said, man, I told Sam, man. I told Sam. I told him not to go in there, man. I told him to get out of that room, man. I told him, bro. Listen, bro. All you seen was nurses coming down there, bro, with the little car, with the little bed thing on wheels, lieutenants, sergeants, a lot of lieutenants, bro, a lot of sergeants, bro, coming in there. Boom. Man, listen, bro, when them folk came in there, bro, them folk went opening the door, bro. First of all, they telling Larry, they like, cuff up, cuff up, cuff up. He in there for like 2 minutes, bro, because they ain't opening the door. They tell him cuff up. They open the flap for him to bend down and put his hands through so they could cuff him up before they actually open the door. So he finally cuffed up, bro. When he cuffed up, bro, and went back in and they opened the door, bro, and brought him out, this man was in nothing but his white boxers, bro. It was blood all over him, bro. All over him. Mind you, I'm not directly across, but I'm in the room. Okay, his homeboy over here is directly across from him, but I could still see in the room when the door swing, bro. When I seen in the room, bro, all I seen was blood on the floor, bro. I'm trying to look, but his homeboy could see him. His homeboy's like, man, what? He's like, man, say Sam. Say Sam. He's like, officer, man, y'all bring him to medical. Y'all bring him to medical. So I was like, man, that's crazy, bro. It's blood everywhere on the sheets, bro, on the bottom bunk. The sheets are red. So now the officer, bro, they snatched this dude, Larry, bro. Wheeled them off ASAP. The nurses and everybody went in there, bro. They went to goddamn doing this, doing that. Now you heard one lieutenant, he's like, man, where the window covers at? Where the window covers? Somebody call for the window covers. Now they got these little black things, bro. Like whenever they shaking down, or the tax squad usually have them. These little magnetic things, bro. They just put them on the door, boom. But they just black the room out. You can't see what's going on out there, bro. You can't see nothing that's going on, boom. Listen, bro. Them folks out there, bro. I'm looking before they even came. I'm looking, bro, because I'm like, bro, ain't no way this man done wigged out and done wet his roommate up, bro. Wet the man up, bro. Wet him up. So when they bring the dude out the room, bro, and they bring the white dude out the room, all the police holding him up, bro. Police hold him. Two of the nurses, they was right there, but you know they can't hold him up. They put him on a little thing right there. Listen, bro, that man's shirt was full, nothing but red, bro, red. But you could tell that he was still breathing, bro. They're like, hurry up, man, hurry up. They're like, man, we probably gonna have to airlift him. Boom, they zoom off with him. They zoom off with him, bro. Listen, bro. All the officers in there, they like, man, some of the female officers, you know, they can't look at that stuff, bro. They can't stomach that stuff. They like, man, what the heck? So in my mind, I'm like, damn, this man really just wigged out, bro, and wet his roommate up, bro. Man, ain't no way, bro. All I could think about was when the white dude next door, bro, was telling him, don't go in that room, bro. Why did you go in that room? The man tried to warn you, bro. But because when you first went in there, you seen that he did cream and you were cream head too. So both of y'all want to be on the dirt bike, popping wheelies all over, you know what I'm saying, getting geeked up and not think about your own safety or your own life. If your homeboy is telling you don't go in the room with somebody, bro, it's for a specific reason, bro. If I'm going to the hole, bro, one of my partners that I know for real that we like this say, hey, Jamaica, don't go in there. Guess what? I'm not going in there. I'm bucking. I am bucking. Y'all gonna have to put me somewhere else, bro. But that man went in that room, bro, and got wet up, bro. Got wet up really, really bad. Me, like I said, he looked like he was still breathing, but I'm like, damn, bro, I hope he make it through, bro. His homeboy was over there going crazy, bro. Like, man, I told him, but he don't like to listen, man. He don't like to listen. I was like, damn, bro, that's real messed up that happened to him, bro. Really, really messed up, bro. And it just show you, bro, that these guys, these officers, they don't care, bro. People who be putting the room, people in classification and stuff who be doing the rooms and all that, they don't care, bro. They do not care, bro. If y'all got this man on record that he be wigging out, bro, and he stay going to the hole, and he done did this at another chain gang, you know what I'm saying? Where his roommate up from what Detroit was saying at another chain gang, why would y'all be putting somebody in the room with him, bro? Y'all know all this type of stuff, bro, but it comes to the point where they don't really care about you, bro. They don't care. They just throw you wherever, bro. They think because that you're locked up, you're nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're nothing to society. They look at you as a piece of trash on the floor. That's just how they look at you, bro. They don't care if you're a human being. They don't care that you bleed the same. They don't care you got feeling just like them. They don't care about none of that. Once you're in that state uniform, bro, once you're a offender, once you got a GDC number, bro, they look at you like trash, bro. They got no value for your life inside of GDC, bro. No value at all, bro. They don't match people up real good, bro. There's so many guys that lose their life, bro, being in the room with somebody else that's bigger than them, somebody that's more violent than them, guys with 2 years being in the room with somebody with 5 life sentences. Makes no sense at all, bro. Makes no sense at all, bro. And guess what? While we in the hole, bro, about 2 days later, whatever, like that, Detroit, they done came back in the hole, and he was like, man, Sam was good. Sam was pulling through. You know what I'm saying? They had to send him to the hospital. He didn't get airlifted or whatever, but they rushed him to the hospital, bro, and he's good, man. And Detroit was in the hole talking, man. He's like, man, I told, bro, man. He's like, man, I know him. Detroit was like, I know him. Detroit was like, bro, this man been wetting his roommates up, bro. This is what he do. You know what I'm saying? He was like, this is first time doing it at Smith. But he was like, man, when that man was at Macon State with him, he's like, man, that man kept doing that. Kept wetting up his roommates. That's why they put him on the TAIR program and transferred him down here to Smith, bro. It's very sad and very unfortunate that happened to Sam, bro. But like I said, Sam was also a geek monster, bro. Probably if he had a clear mind and clear thoughts of what's going on, bro, he would have been good. He would have never went in the room. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, these cream heads or dirt bike addicts, they like to be around each other, bro. They like to get geeked up a lot. And this is unfortunate, bro. That's what happened to Sam. But I'm glad Sam didn't end up losing his life, bro. About this stuff that went on though, bro. But that's the story for today though, man. I appreciate y'all checking out the channel, man. Please stay safe, please stay out the streets, man. And remember, it's always a bunk open in the chain gang, man. So do the right thing, man. Stay out the streets. A lot of love, a lot of peace, a lot of respect, y'all. I'm out.